Being with a twin flame in the same physical space on this planet is one of the most energetically and emotionally intense things that you can experience as a human being here in this life. In today's podcast, we are going to be exploring signs that twin flames experience when they are physically present with each other in this way. This might help you either identify your twin flame or confirm what you already know in your heart and soul about the identity of your twin flame. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. All of these signs I'm about to share with you occur because what you are really experiencing is being in the same physical 3D space as your mirror soul, as the soul that shares your core soul frequency and is inherently energetically connected with you. In fact, the one soul that has always been completely intertwined with yours from the very origin of time itself. The first manifestation of this energetic bond between twin flames, a sign that you will experience in person with your twin, is a complete lack of concept of time. 10 minutes can feel like 10 years, and 10 hours can feel like 10 minutes. Your entire concept of time begins to really gets out of whack when you are in presence with a twin flame. And the reason for this is because twin flames, twin souls, regardless of the distance between them, are always transferring energy to one another. This energy transfer is natural and perpetual because their souls are inherently interconnected with one another by sharing the same core soul frequency. However, when they are physically in the same space as one another, this energetic transfer actually becomes much more intensified. That's also why you will especially experience this losing your concept of time with your twin flame physically when you are either physically connecting in the early days for the first time or early on in your connection, and also if you reconnect physically after a period of physical separation. And this is the case for all of these signs, simply because over spending more time with our twin flame, we can become accustomed a bit even to these very strange signs and synchronicities, but they usually hit us harder. They really stand out to us and surprise us the most, either again when we are initially meeting and interacting with our twin in the physical world, or when we are reconnecting after a period of separation. The second sign that you are with your twin flame in person is that you might experience a kind of soul shock in their presence that can almost feel a little bit like a deer in the headlights feeling. It can cause you to almost feel frozen in place by the intensity of the emotions flowing through you. Now, traditionally, the term soul shock is used to describe when one twin flame is physically separate from the other and feeling a lot of separation pain, a lot of jarring sensations associated with being physically separate from a twin after having been so physically connected. However, we can experience many episodes of this soul shock sensation even when we are in the midst of being in our twin flame's presence. these are moments in which, again, we feel this energetic transfer happening so profoundly, coming up against any walls or blockages, fears, limiting beliefs that could be stored within us. And at times, again, this can even feel slightly uncomfortable in the sense that it can cause us to feel so overwhelmed by the energy coursing through us and the emotions resulting from that energy, that we can again either feel simply frozen in place. We may find ourselves almost feeling as though we're glossing over, unable to find the words to describe the kind of intense emotions that we are feeling. And I especially find that the masculine tends to deal with this the most strongly, where he will feel this overwhelming, intense emotion in the presence of the divine feminine. And divine feminine, on the other side of this, you may have this awareness that he's feeling something very intensely because you can see it on his face, in his body language, in his eyes, and yet he might not fully be able to communicate what he's feeling, or he might even be trying to swallow down or bury what he's feeling because it is so incredibly intense. And in some cases, these many episodes of soul shock in the physical presence of your twin can actually cause you to disconnect or to pull away a little bit if you do find some of your wounds surfacing, being triggered simply by the energetic intensity, the powerful love energy from the physical presence of your mirror soul, now coming up against any blockages you may be holding within yourself. Do let me know, by the way, if you would like more information on this specifically, and potentially even what the masculine is experiencing when he's being silent, but very evidently through his eyes and body language feeling something profoundly, because I can share more information on that. And by the way, if these signs are resonating with you so far, be sure also to subscribe to this channel, or double check that you are subscribed, because by subscribing in with our beautiful community here, I am actually able to pick up more easily on your energy, and this allows me to channel more specific messages for you and your situation in future readings and videos. So be sure to subscribe for more relevant content for you in the future. Now, the third sign that you are physically in the presence of your twin flame is you might get this kind of buzzing feeling through your body. The best way I can describe this is sometimes when you are outside for a while, or you're exercising, especially if it's outdoors in nature, when you come back inside, you have this sensation at times as though your body is almost vibrating or buzzing a little bit, because nature itself holds a kind of energetic frequency, a perfect frequency. And as you are outside and moving around in nature, you actually begin to align yourself with this frequency, this higher frequency, and you can actually kind of feel it coursing through your being in this way. And twin flame connection is exactly the same way. When you are physically present with your twin for a period of time, you may find that as you are pulling away from them in the physical world, going your separate ways, perhaps temporarily, you may almost feel this aftershock wave of buzzing energy that's kind of coursing through you, almost like adrenaline, but it doesn't have the same kind of anxious attachment feeling to it. It is just simply this sense that your body is almost vibrating or buzzing, which is really an indication that your vibration has raised, which of course is natural when you are present with a twin flame, because of all of this energy transfer happening even more profoundly when you're physically together. It's very natural that you will have lingering effects, this heightened energy within you as a result of what your twin has been transferring to you in their presence will continue to linger after you separate. Now, the fourth sign that you are physically in the presence of your twin flame This one is really hard to find the words to describe. The other day, I came across the term ineffable in one of the Abraham Hicks books, Ask and It Is Given. And in the intro of the book, they discussed how the word ineffable is a word that is used to describe something, some kind of experience that defies being described in words, that you simply can't find the words to describe. And I feel that word ineffable is the perfect way to describe this fourth sign you are with your twin flame physically, which is simply that the world looks different to you when they are around. Your senses may be enhanced, so colors might look brighter. For many twin flames, this again is that concept of time both slowing down and speeding up at the same time, which sounds kind of paradoxical, but at the same time, you can completely lose your concept of time. So 10 hours can go by and it feels like 10 seconds, but at the same time, you find yourself really wanting to absorb in snapshots every moment of interacting with your twin. It's almost as though there's something in the back of your mind saying, this moment is important. Remember this moment. Remember that look on their face. It's like you find yourself almost taking pictures of them and these scenarios and these moments in your mind. But really what you're doing subconsciously on the soul level is connecting the dots. And what I mean by that is you and your twin have this soul's map that you created, a set of intentions, what you would think of as a preview of your life experiences as they would unfold together, that you saw as souls when you chose to incarnate in these lives and physically interact in these ways. So as you are experiencing these fated scenarios and interactions with your twin flame, you will find yourself having almost a sense of deja vu, a sense of wanting to remember that moment, but it's not so much that you are wanting to remember it as you simply are remembering it. You're remembering that you chose to experience these exact sets of interactions and scenarios together. You are consciously aware of that fatedness of all of these experiences you are sharing physically with your twin flame, and it's actually affecting the way that you are perceiving your reality in real time. So again, this can show up many different ways, but one very simple way it shows up for many is simply that things in their world seem to have a kind of glow about them when their twin flame is around. In fact, even they themselves may feel as though their body is glowing or something about them is very magnetic and radiant in, again, a way that's hard to put into words. But I do have a whole separate podcast on this specifically called the twin flame glow or illumination stage. So you can explore that if that particular sign is piquing your interest. But regardless, the world will look different when your twin flame is around. And part of the reason for this is also because of that raising in your energy, because we all live in the same physical world, but we don't live in the same dimension or the same experience of this planet, because as we raise or lower our vibration, we are experiencing the same physical world differently because of our enhanced senses. As we raise our vibration, we actually begin to experience a brighter, happier, more beautiful world, even in the same physical locations we were in before. And the fifth sign that you are physically present with your twin is simply that in spite of all of this energetic intensity, all of the emotions you might feel flowing through you in their presence, beneath all of that, there is this very strong sense of calm. There is a sense of peace and harmony, as if things are simply just right, being there with them in their presence. You may even find that your heart rates Although at times it may naturally speed up because of the heart chakra sensations you're experiencing with your twin, but as you spend more time around them physically, you may actually find that your heart rates are more relaxed and synced together. So you may find that your heart beats more slowly at a more relaxed pace and actually synchronizes with their heartbeat if you are sitting or lying close together. And this is natural between twins. Again, it's part of that energetic transfer and resulting harmonization that happens when twin flames are present with one another. If all of these signs are resonating with you, or most of these signs are connecting, that is a very strong confirmation that you are dealing with some kind of a twin flame journey. And if that is the case, I do really recommend exploring a tool I've created for twin flames to help you along your journey on a daily basis to deeply clear your energy, because energetic hygiene is so important as twin flames because of all this energetic intensity, all of this transference back and forth that happens at every stage of the journey, whether we're with our twin or in 3D separation from them. It's really important to find a way to address, uproot, and clear out any energetic blockages within us, because those blockages will naturally be reflected in our twin's energy as well and will result in cycles of pain and potentially even physical or emotional separations between ourselves and our twin. So to assist you in this twin flame energy clearing ritual, I have created a twin flame 7 chakra clearing subliminal meditation. This subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts, for monetary goals and material manifestations, for love and relationships, and so much more. And you can try out absolutely any of them for free when you create a free trial account on my website. And again, this Twin Flame 7 chakra clearing is just a really powerful daily energy clearing tool. You can even combine it with other subliminals that resonate with things you are trying to create or manifest in your life, and you can combine them into custom private playlists as well. So I do recommend exploring more about that if it is connecting with you. And if so, I will leave a link to it in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Otherwise, I just want to give a huge thank you to each of you beautiful souls who are here, who are such a powerful and important part of this community. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.